Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Ritchie from Boston. It's the 15th of February in the year 2020. Or at least that's what they want us to believe. You knew I was going to say that, though, right? All right, let me jump in the chat right quick. Amanon, what's up? Finally? Really, dude? Really? William Whiting, WW. Crafty Carper. JBJ, Laciest Laced has the wrench. Mimi, what's up? Bob Jenkins, Rooster Manhoods, Ann Spence, Mr. E, Kissing Bug 77, Lisa Hayes, Michael Anthony, Crying Hippie, Most High. My butler does need help. Krista Ray, Lynn Mason, Apologetically Me, Chari or Kari, whatever, Susan Donahue, Katie, Renee, Born Again Veteran, what's up, brother? Robert Weiss, Iced XXD, Geoengineering Indeed, Paul is Natural, JBJ, JMO, Ramsey the Truth Brothers, Andrew Trullinger. Oh, excuse me. I ate salsa and it's whooping my butt. I almost didn't want to live stream. My stomach feels so gross. Tom Muir, what's up? Kat Camarada, what's up? Everybody else, I'm just going to have to highlight your comments. How's that? All right. So there's that. At any rate, here we go. Notice I'm drinking out of my official Nicholson 1968 mug. Nicholson's gone dark again. It's hard to find him, so that kind of sucks, if anyone's guessing. Mildred, you are indeed on time. What's up? I don't know what that means. Oh, I do, actually. My bad. What's up? 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 All right. So global warming is gripping the world. Another enormous, absolutely ridiculous conspiracy. A subscriber stopped by and met up with me today, and I showed the subscriber the ocean and how the ocean has not risen one crumb. The Atlantic Ocean hasn't risen one crumb. And yet there are channels that are considered truth channels by many people, and they're pushing that narrative. I just saw them do a video a couple of days ago. I followed this channel for the entire time I've been on YouTube, so I followed them for like 11 years now, 10 years, 11 years. And this channel, everybody's probably subscribed to it, and I'm going to put them right out there. Not that it matters, because like I said, when you call attention to stuff like this, people usually turn on you. But you know what? Somebody's got to tell you, so here we go. Oh, nice. I didn't even read that, dude. Richie, you helped save my life after the most. Nice, nice. I didn't even read that, so there's that. Check this out. Everyone's going to hate me for this, but whatever. You see this right here? This is the YouTube channel Jason A. For the entire time I've been on YouTube, 10 years, this dude's never shown his face. He's never said a word. People send him tons of money, and he makes a buttload of money off of YouTube. Look at all these special pages. 1.7 million subscribers. And yet the video he put out yesterday, really, I mean, the video he put out a couple of days ago made me question him big time. But then this one, nobody is talking about this. Nobody's talking about the coronavirus. Are you sure about that? Because everybody's talking about the coronavirus, even the truth community, and they're actually talking about it the wrong way. They're actually helping the mainstream push the fear porn. And then this guy's doing the exact same thing. And then last week, or a couple of days ago, whenever he put his last video out, he was pushing the climate change agenda, because he uses all he does is make videos out of the mainstream media. And he's showing people's houses washing away. Here's the deal. If you build your house on a cliff on the ocean or a huge lake 50 years ago, believe it or not, erosion can cause your house to topple into the water. We've seen it around here because I live on the Atlantic. We've seen people that were stupid enough to build their house on a cliff and think that somehow, some way, it's not going to get washed away. And they do, and they did. But the mainstream shows erosion and calls it global warming. Erosion isn't global warming. Erosion is bad planning on the builder's part. 50 years ago. And then, like I said, yesterday, his video comes out. No one's talking about this. Well, that's the kind of title you use when you used to be a marketer, you lost your job, and you decided to jump into YouTube for a living. This right here. This is the #1 title to use if you want to get views, no matter what. Clickbait is what we call it. Nobody is talking about this. Well, yeah, actually, everyone's talking about this. So there is that. Like I said, I officially unsubscribed. I'm done with that channel because that title leads me to believe that the dude we've never seen or heard that has over 1 million subscribers, you don't get over 1 million subscribers if you're telling the truth. Every one of you guys know that because every channel you follow that gives you anything legit or real is not cracking 500,000. It just ain't happening. Being past 1 million, see you later. That's Alex Jones territory. The title led me to believe that it's a bot. It's a bot because why would you be stupid enough to put a title? No one's talking about this. Really? Because nobody will shut up about this. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will shut up about this. So I just find the whole thing, it just makes me think bot because everybody that's been on YouTube 10 years or more, and Jason A's channel has been around 10 years or more, everyone's at least shown themselves or spoke. Nicholson showed himself on my channel after 10 years, but he spoke before that. Like I said, do what you will with that, whatever. If you need to watch a video where someone puts nice music to mainstream media news and shows you bad information, feel free. But I feel obligated to tell people that this channel is much larger than mine. What I just said just now isn't going to help my channel in any way whatsoever at all because people are suffering from cognitive dissonance so bad it freaks me out. So there's that. But you know what? I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I started this channel. So whatever. Okay, #2. Here we go. I got a lot of emails about this. I mirrored this video the other day. This World Upside Down Biblical Flat Earth documentary 2020. And it was put up almost 2 months ago, like a month and a half ago. And I watched most of it. And I thought to myself, this is a good video. I should mirror this for him. And I'm almost positive. I said, hey, do you want me to mirror this or something to that effect? But what I do is when a channel's only got like 8,000 subscribers, when they put a good video like that up, the polite thing to do is let them get the views they're going to get and then wait a month or so when the video starts dying down. And then you give it a mirror, you link back to his channel and he gets a whole nother boost all over again. I do it all the time. Any channel that's got over 250,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers should be helping smaller channels out that are doing the right thing, that are actually making good points, that need more people. Big Sib, Born Again Christian. I mean, I'm actually, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. So many channels. And most of the time it blows up in my face because don't forget, I don't know who came up with this, but it's true. No good deed goes unpunished. No good deed goes unpunished. The more you do, the more you just get. It's funny. It's funny. That's all I'm going to say. Every time I have somebody on a live stream, the next time they put out a video, it's like the worst information in the world somehow, but whatever. What are you going to do? All right. I took this video down. World Upside Down. It got like 15,000 views, and then I pulled it. And I pulled it because I don't know who these guys are. I thought it was a decent video, and then I started listening to it a little closer, and there was too many ifs. This dude he wasn't stating things in this video. He was saying, if this happens, that, and blah, blah, blah. But that's fine. I would have let it slide. But then I find out that he's got a video debunking the Book of Enoch and debunking the fallen angels. Well, guess what? He's wrong. And many times a channel will come out of nowhere. It happens all the time. I try to warn people, and others try to warn people without completely calling people out like I'm doing right now. A channel will come out of nowhere they'll put out a really good video. It'll make a lot of sense. And then here come the other videos. The Book of Enoch debunked, fallen angels debunked. Yeah, believe it or not, you see that? What looks like a limp male phallus behind me? That is the Great Serpent Mound. A subscriber sent me that aerial image. And it's going to stay up there forever because I've been there numerous times. I was the first YouTube channel to put 4K video footage from the sky, from a drone, of the Serpent Mound up on my channel. The Serpent Mound and many other mounds are littered with bones of giants. Giants could only have gotten here from fallen angels intermingling with women. There were giants in those days and will be again when the Son of Man returns. The dude that put up this video, this flat earth video that I thought was a good idea to mirror, is debunking that and dinosaurs. You know what? Trying to debunk the Book of Enoch, fallen angels, is terrible. And I actually took the time to watch the debunking of the Book of Enoch video, and this dude is so wrong, it's ridiculous. So I pulled the video. If you want to watch that it is what it is. That's just my personal opinion. That's all I'm saying. I can't imagine how somebody could put information out that was decent enough for me to actually mirror it and then put up information that's completely and totally wrong. There is more. What made me the channel I am right now is I had to prove to myself before I started quacking about God and Jesus and Yeshua and the Holy Father and everything else. I wanted actual evidence to prove the Bible. And I started looking for it. And believe it or not, it's all over the world. There are bones, there are remnants, there are all sorts of things all over the world proving the Bible was real, proving that giants were here, proving that evolution is a complete and total big bucket of horse apples. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not going to shine any light on a channel that's literally putting out information like that because it's bad information. So there's that. If you want to watch the rest of that video, it's still up on his channel. So have at it. I just ain't doing it, and that's all there is to it. It's the Pillar of Truth Christian Church YouTube channel. And apparently they actually have a church that somebody I know goes to, and they're young dudes and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, I'm all set. I'm all set with it. So, the Pillar of Truth Church YouTube channel, feel free. You can't debunk dinosaurs because the dinosaurs tie in with the giants and the Nephilim and the fallen angels. Dinosaurs were they started messing with humans. They started devouring mankind. Oh, that salsa is whooping me. They started messing with birds, fish, and animals. If you started doing DNA things like they're doing now, back in the day, you could take dinosaurs, you could take lizards and make them huge. We would call those dinosaurs. A scientist named Jack Horner, which is a dumb name, but it's true, and many other scientists, archaeologists, were finding enormous Tyrannosaurus Rex bones and tissue. Okay? I know the argument is, well, at the museum, I don't care about the museums, dude. Everything they tell us is a lie. Why would anything in a museum be any different? I know people that live out west that regularly dig up dinosaur bones. I took pictures of dinosaur bones. Giant three-toed lizard claw thing, whatevers. Those would be dinosaurs. Jack Horner found remains of Tyrannosaurus Rex and a Stegosaurus, I believe, and the meat or the DNA was still viable, meaning it was only about 7,000 years old. Do you see what I'm saying? So millions and millions of, none of that's real. None of that's real. There is more evidence on Earth right now of the Great Flood, of giants. Dinosaurs, I really don't care, but I'll tell you what, go to Moab. I go there a lot. Go to Moab, there's dinosaur tracks everywhere. Go to Texas, there's dinosaur tracks and human tracks intermingling. And certain people are trying to rip these up in a riverbed in Texas. Well, if they're not real, what do you care? Why would you want to rip up a creek bed? just to destroy evidence? Well, it's a real thing, so look it up. Or don't. Exactly, Georgia boy. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, isn't Owen Benjamin some Hollywood dude or a comedian that showed up on YouTube and suddenly YouTube got... Yeah, don't trust anyone that comes from Hollywood. Hey, my career's washed up. I'm not making it in Hollywood. So what do? What's the natural progression? I'm going to try to do what Joe Rogan does. And you see what I mean? I don't trust any of these dudes, brother. They remind me of Q. They remind me of... Moving on. All right, the next thing. Let me show you this. For people that haven't seen the video, I put a video up a long time ago, and it showed... Where is it? Stand by. Oh, you want to see this? Let me show you this real quick. You see this picture? They've been planning this for a long time. This is in Washington, D.C. This enormous statue right here of, I believe that's Roosevelt and his dog. Right? Who is this dude? Who was the crippled guy? Help me out here, people. Yeah, Owen gets it. All right. Who is this dude? Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on, Ann Foster. Okay, this isn't a gossip thing. Let's just move on. Who is this statue of, people? Help me out here. That's what I said. All right, I was right. I wasn't sure. They who seek to establish systems of government based on the regimentation of all human beings by a handful of individual rulers call this a new world order. It is not new and it is not order. And yet, here it goes. Here it comes. Here we go. Yeah, and his little dog Toto, too. So, all right, good. Okay, dude. Okay. Owen Benjamin is amazing. He's amazing. That's right. Believe it all, brother. There you go. What? Of course you know, right? Of course. So there you go. And so isn't Zika, and so isn't Q, and so isn't Trump. And yeah, come on, man. I shouldn't look in the comments, but I can't not because it's not fair to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's what pisses me off. I wish there was a way to eject certain people straight out of the live stream. All right, what else did I want to show you here? Where is it? Okay, here we go. Art from Destiny Labs sent me these the other day after we did our live stream on the Fallen Angels. And exactly, Stacy. I don't know what that means, but exactly. I love when people say, yes, Richie. I'm just kidding. Ark and his brother Neo sent me these pictures after we did the live stream on the Fallen Angels. And this is just museums with axes that are the size of the hood of your car that they found next to giant bones all over the United States and all over the world. But Fallen Angels aren't real. The Book of Enoch wasn't real, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care what's been canonized. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me at all what's been canonized because the people that canonized it all are out of the Vatican. And those people are all scum of the earth. Just saying. They have literally used the name of God in a twisted fashion to suck in billions of people and then twist everything around. And people don't see that. You'd think that when the Pope started saying things like, hey, why don't we, I don't know, baptize aliens? What could go wrong? Hey, why don't we let gay folks in the church? Hey, why don't we let lesbians become priests? That's what we call a red flag, and people should have bailed, but they don't because you know why? When you notice everything is wrong, when you notice that climate change is a hoax, when you notice that the Vatican is a great majority of the problem on earth right now, you have to change. And too many people don't want to change. When I started making these videos and when it started blowing up, I had to change my life. I used to wear gold. You know what I'm saying? I had at least 1.5 ounces of gold on my neck. 99.9, 24 karat, just in case I needed bail money. I used to have monster plasma TVs. I had fast cars, motorcycles, etc. And it was a contest to see how many women you could sleep with. Well, you can't do this and then not change. Do you see what I'm saying? And I had to. I'll tell you what, though. I get the number one thing I get all the time. I ask people, I have 500,000 plus subscribers on all three channels. That doesn't count Twitter. That doesn't count Instagram. And a lot of people need to actually tell me stuff, information, like the scientists from Purell or the doctors from Virginia, California, Texas, Indiana, Massachusetts, and Australia had to tell me that the coronavirus is nothing. It's a flu. It's nothing. And then I made videos, and then I had people like James Corbett. I had people like Brandon from the Big Sib, and others come on going, yeah, this isn't right. If this was a real pandemic, it came out December 29th. It would have gone worldwide because people were quarantined, but people still left China by the hundreds. People have been sending me unbelievable amounts of emails saying, hey, my wife works here at this hospital, so forth and so on. People are getting, oh, you've got the coronavirus. Here you go. Here's a Tylenol. Goodbye. Because you know why? It's a flu. It amazes me that YouTube channels are still talking about the coronavirus as though we're going to get the coronavirus. We're not. The coronavirus was blown up by the mainstream and then kind of dropped mostly. It's the truth community that's running with it. The coronavirus isn't the plague that's going to take us out. The coronavirus allowed the elites to initialize their martial law apparatus under the guise of quarantine. Quarantine is martial law, just worse. It's you asking, martial law me. I don't want to get sick. When they do hit us with an outbreak, which could be any time now, it's going to take a while. There's a lot of people on Earth. They got to deal with all of us. Once they go for it, they can't stop. You can't just take out one country and then once they go for it, it's on. So we just had the coronavirus. And I'll tell you what, December 29th, it went hot. It's the day after Valentine's Day. If this thing was real, it would be a pandemic. It's not. It's just a headline. It's just, secret leaked videos. Dude, you can't send out a message on Facebook. You can't tweet. You can't text out of China. They've got technology that stops it right there and then. Do you see what I'm saying? Everyone's done video for years on that, and everybody got it. But now suddenly the coronavirus is here, and all that's all gone away. Yeah, that's not accurate. It's not accurate at all. So the YouTube channels, here's the deal. Here's one for you. Check this out. I have an off-road overland survival YouTube channel exclusively. That's all it is. Don't you think the survival channels are loving this because they're telling this coronavirus, watch my new video to find out how not to get it. This is the perfect opportunity to capitalize and get crazy amounts of views. I don't care about that anymore whatsoever at all. And I'm not going to push a false narrative. Coronavirus is them initializing the martial law apparatus on a large scale, quarantining 65 to 100 million people in China. Who knows the number? Who knows? None of us do. James Corbett lives in Japan. I have subscribers that live in the next country over on all borders of China. And guess what? Coronavirus over there isn't even a thing. No one's talking about it. I've already posted the comments from people that live around. You know what I mean? It's amazing how people think they're awake and then fall for it every time. Pizzagate, these people are all going to go to jail. Do you remember the video I did on 11/27/2016? I came home and told Mrs. RFB at the time, I said, I'm going to make everyone hate me. She said, why? I said, because I'm going to make a video and explain to them that Pizzagate is bullshit and everyone's going to hate me because everyone's making Pizzagate videos. I made the video. I said, Pizzagate is fake. They're going to use it to bring in censorship. They used it to bring in fake news. Remember that? Anybody? Hello? Child molestation, abduction, ritual sacrifice, all these elites being involved in it. That's absolutely true. Pizzagate was them getting us to physically go after this scumbag at Comet Pizza so they could censor the internet. Nobody did it, so they sent an actor in, an IMBD actor, to go in there and shoot a gun through the floor. Do you guys remember that? Because I do, because this is what I do. And then magically, fake news showed up. Crazy, right? Do you remember the time everybody was using gematria and the news and all these different things that are like, Hillary's going to take over and she's going to institute martial law? The day before the election, I put a video up that's still up right now. And I said, Hillary's not going to win. Donald Trump's going to win. Because if Hillary wins, they can't have a bunch of big, angry lesbian ladies and whatever, crisis actors and whatever, dressed up like vaginas, rioting in the streets because Donald Trump won. Guess what? Next day, Trump won. You see what I mean? Some of these things are pretty easy to see. So there's that. At any rate, Mimi Praise sent me one. Here's another thing that we predicted the other day. I'll show you this. And I'm not saying this like we predicted this. I'm telling you because the externalization of the hierarchies making it Hillary for prison. Really? Yeah. Check this out. Right, Ian Spence, I did. And your point is, I don't follow that. Okay. I guess she thinks that I should be telling you those things, even though they don't apply to what I'm saying right now. But at any rate, the live stream with myself, Nicholson, the Big Sib, and somebody else, I asked the question, and it was on the 7th. When was that live stream? Nicholson was in it. Whenever the one Nicholson was in, we were talking about this. We were talking about Bill Gates funding MIT. They came up with a way to remotely detect if you got your vaccines. I said, if they've got a device where they can remotely check to see if you got vaccinated. So they don't even have to touch you. You can walk by a scanner and they can say he doesn't got a shot. I said the only reason they would have that is if they plan to introduce a pandemic. 3 weeks later, coronavirus. What do you think? I'm the smartest dude in the world? That same live stream, Nicholson 1968 said, this is going to do several things. I said coronavirus was, they got to destroy the dollar, so they might as well take a bunch of us out at the same time. Nicholson said to get rid of money, they're going to make people afraid to touch it because it can be transmitted. The coronavirus can be transmitted through a dollar bill. Well, it turns out Nicholson 1968 was completely and totally right because, bam! Chinese banks disinfect banknotes to stop spread of coronavirus. Yeah, guess what? Doing that 50 days after the event, it's a little late. But you know what? They got to keep it in the news, and this headline is going to come back around. Too many people got infected. Leaked videos have come out from China today where people were eating the yen, the Chinese dollar, and they got the coronavirus. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. If dudes on YouTube with just a few contacts can figure certain things out, they're doing it. So don't be afraid that you're going to die from the coronavirus, but be ready at any moment for these jerk-offs to release something in the United States. Now, here's the deal. This is how it's going to work. And sadly, when this comes to fruition, we won't be able to do a live stream to go, remember the time? They'll release this in the southwestern United States, maybe in New England. I doubt it because Wall Street's up here. They'll release it down south. It won't be in the newspaper like, we need to quarantine people. They'll wait till people start dropping. When people start dropping by the dozens, like when it's legit, like people are dying, then they'll make it a mainstream event. They don't tell you first and then say everyone's going to die. They let everyone die, and then they tell you, and then they say, oh, by the way, we've got the cure right here. If you don't want to die, we'll give you the mandatory vaccine. and you'll be good to go. Plus, we need to put this little mark in your hand or your forehead or under your tongue or whatever. So be ready. We're not out of the woods. What I was trying to stress to people, and what really amazes me, how certain channels that I know are making crazy correlations, and yet they're still pushing the mainstream. Exactly. They'll never ever warn us. It amazes me how certain channels are just running with this and running with this and running with this. I get mad at people for sending me YouTube links because A, I don't have time to watch other YouTube videos. B, I don't watch other YouTube videos necessarily. I watch about 6 channels. As of this morning, I watch about 5 channels. All the people that have subscribed to me over the years, all the people that have sent me emails with solid information, if people are sending me stupid emails about nothing, I lose those because my butler is like, he's not real. I don't know if you know that. He's made of cardboard. I have to sit down and physically go through 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 on Yahoo, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 on Gmail. If you've got information, feel free to send it. If you think I need to watch a YouTube video that somebody posted back in 2016, please don't, okay? If you're taking offense to me saying, don't send me emails, well, then maybe that's on, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. The people that are the ones that do it all the time, they know who I'm talking to. If you've got solid information, send it. If you need help, send it. Don't call me saying, oh, my brother-in-law found out I was sleeping with his next door neighbor and I got to get a lawyer because he punched me in the eye. That ain't my business and I don't care, okay? So there's that. At any rate, it's crazy that this is all coming. Oh, man, it's just all coming undone. All coming undone. Exactly. I use a lot of people's information, but sadly, too many people send me dumb shit and the real solid information gets lost in the shuffle. If I sat down and read every single email and responded every day, I'd never leave this chair ever. And I'm actually never really in here. I do my own thing. I'm supposed to be dropping a bug out bag off to a dad in Indiana tomorrow. I can't make it there tomorrow. I won't be there till like Tuesday. I got to bring Big Sib a new computer and a microphone and such in Louisiana. And I'm wicked behind schedule because today I woke up and it was 4 degrees out. 4, dude. So I start my truck to let it warm up because it's a 20-year-old truck. I go outside and she's dumping radiator fluid all over the ground. All over the ground. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my engine must have cracked. It froze and cracked. Well, it didn't, and I fixed it, but it put me a day behind. So I have never tried cornbread pudding, but I have been to prison, so that's close. Very popular guy. I have 500,000 subscribers and almost 200 million views. So, and all those numbers are completely wrong. It's not popular. It is what it is. Oh my. I'm trying, Anthony. I'm trying. Try to keep too many people. It's all good. Yeah, listen. You don't have to put yourself out there. I'm not pointing anybody else. I'm not pointing people out. I hate, like I said at the beginning of this, I hate calling out another channel because it never ends well for the person pointing it out. But I can't help but notice that his channel has been pushing the mainstream narrative big time. The oceans aren't rising. Houses aren't washing away due to global warming. It's bad information. If you keep putting bad information out, you'll make it to 1 million subscribers. I've been at 349,000 for what? For what? How long? It's unbelievable, but I don't care. And that's kind of got a little bit of a freedom going there. You see what I'm saying? At any rate, Ritchie from Boston. It's late. I got to get up early. I got to hit the road soon. So I will try keep doing what I'm doing. RJC JR 100. Ben Davis, dude, I remember you now, man. I remember when I had 1,000 subs. Remember? I was like anybody that makes it to 100,000 have sold out completely. That sucked. When CERN starts addressing you in the newspaper and such, CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, addresses you by name. When you end up on the local news, when you end up being the guy, this guy on YouTube thinks the moon's 4 miles away. I never said that, but when you do that, your channel blows up. So I had to eat crow on that one. But I never got my 100,000 button from YouTube. They refused. I never got my 200,000, never got my 300,000. They refused, and then they just froze my channel. But whatever. It is what it is. Coronavirus isn't real, but the actions around it are. They're using it to see. They have to. If the New World Order needs to take out 9 out of 10 people. Do you know how hard that is? Have you ever killed that many people? Do you understand the mess that involves? What if it goes wrong halfway through? Like, they have to check all the I's and dot all the T's. But I believe with all my heart, that's what the coronavirus is. And scientists at Purell, 17 doctors, I don't know how many 100 emails of people, yep, you got coronavirus, take some Tylenol, see you later. How come doctors aren't freaking out about it, but YouTubers are? Certain YouTubers are trying to tie the coronavirus into old, crappy movies using numerology. That doesn't look good. It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Why push the mainstream narrative? Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking about the coronavirus? Are you sure about that? Kind of makes me think that person's not even real. It might be a bot who doesn't realize that title makes no sense. But I digress. Take it for what it is. This ain't conspiracy entertainment. This stuff is for real. Things are getting ready to happen. Be ready or don't. Guys, I am out.